I try and put things together. Like, I try work hard, put things together, make sure my team's good. But it comes at a cost, like big cost. And
last year in the sport, he had that operation recently, the elbow surgery, which went very well.
I almost died, and it happened so fast I didn't even have time to react. After the fight with Jake Paul, my body was completely drained from long-term, high-intensity training. Even sitting felt exhausting. When I got into the car, I instinctively chose the back seat, just wanting to close my eyes and give my body a moment to recover. The impact came without warning. I didn't process danger at all.
Really, but it's probably that this is his last year in boxing. And I said that recently. That's not a definite, but it's very likely it could be.
Here's the news that has just dropped, and it's hit the boxing world like a freight train. Anthony Joshua has announced that he is stepping away from the ring. And this decision isn't about losing form or getting knocked out. This is about raw, real pain, a combination of devastating personal loss and serious injuries that have left deep mental scars no amount of training could ever prepare him for. The deaths of two close friends, along with the physical damage he's still carrying, pushed Joshua to a breaking point. A moment where he had no choice but to stop, step back, and completely rethink his future, not just as a fighter, but as a human being.
it was just from the heart, right? I knew I was mad, like, at myself, not anyone.
Eddie Hearn sheds light on the invisible battles that champions like Anthony Joshua fight when the cameras are off. Carrying the psychological weight of burying close friends while dealing with constant physical pain creates a burden most people can't even imagine. It makes everything Joshua achieved inside the ring even more remarkable. While other fighters chase social media drama and publicity stunts, Joshua was fighting through heartbreak and unbearable pressure at the same time. That kind of inner strength separates real warriors from pretenders. This is what true championship character looks like. And it makes the theatrical nonsense from attention-seeking boxers like Jake Paul seem completely meaningless by comparison. Mental health struggles and emotional pain always exist beneath the surface. When Joshua opens up, we finally see the vulnerable human behind the supposedly unbreakable fighter. Grieving lost friends while recovering from a near-fatal crash requires courage far beyond anything physical. This harsh reality exists miles away from the glamour of boxing, where real toughness is measured by survival and sanity. Joshua's honesty and emotional bravery prove he is a champion of substance and genuine heart.
High-intensity training. Even sitting felt exhausting. When I got into the car.
When Anthony Joshua describes that crash, it sends chills down your spine. He walked away from an impact that should have killed him. But surviving while watching people close to him die left emotional scars no fighter should ever have to carry. The mental strength required to process that trauma while still showing up in public is extraordinary. This reality makes Jake Paul's shallow publicity stunts look completely ridiculous and tone-deaf. The real world doesn't care about fake rivalries. Joshua's experience proves that real toughness means surviving devastating tragedy, not creating manufactured drama on social media for views.
The pound-for-pound #1 is never a disgrace. We want to congratulate Alexander Usyk. What he did from the 10th round was quite incredible. From my point of view, I'm very proud of this man here who's continuously, since he turned pro and since probably the Dillian Whyte fight, has fought elite fight, big fight, stadium fight, big money fight, pressure fight, consecutively. And people sometimes don't understand the pressure that puts on someone. And I can tell you that when people talk about the hunger of a fighter, you only have to see the changing room of Anthony Joshua after tonight to realise how hungry he is in a sport.
This perspective cuts straight to the heart of what truly matters. No championship belt or undefeated record can ever bring back a human life. And this brutal realization is exactly what Anthony Joshua is facing right now. While Jake Paul builds his brand on artificial conflict, Joshua and those around him are dealing with moments that make boxing feel almost insignificant. Real respect belongs to fighters who survive life-altering trauma and honor the people they've lost, not those chasing viral moments and cheap clicks. Human life is priceless. And Joshua's decision to step away shows he understands that truth clearly.
It's just a sport. Boxing sport is not more important than life. It's not. It's a sport. Put it in perspective. Who cares whether he carries on boxing? That's not the thing. You know, human lives have been lost. You can never. You can't get them back. It's priceless. You can't get it back. What does boxing matter? You know what I mean? It don't matter one bit. That's what I'm saying to you. It's like, but sometimes you get these reality checks in life.
Spencer Oliver sees Anthony Joshua for what he truly represents. far more than just another fighter. He earned genuine respect through his actions, both inside and outside the ring. His natural ability and commanding presence made him impossible to ignore. Losing him creates a massive void in the heavyweight division. Unlike social media showmen like Jake Paul, Joshua built his reputation through real skill, integrity, and resilience during moments that would break most people. His legacy isn't defined only by wins and losses, but by how he handled grief, life-threatening danger, and enormous responsibility, proving what real championship material truly looks like.
Not just that he's a big personality and he sells fights so well and he's a big character, and the press conferences, the build-up to fights, and what he delivers in the ring. The guy is a serious talent, and he'll be missed when he's retired, that is for sure.
Eddie Hearn's assessment captures the brutal truth behind Anthony Joshua's retirement. Fans around the world may feel heartbroken, but understanding his mental and physical condition shows how serious this moment really is. Losing loved ones and barely surviving a deadly accident changes everything. Stepping away from boxing isn't quitting, it's choosing survival. Joshua gave everything to this sport for years, and prioritizing health and mental stability deserves nothing but respect. This is a fighter who knows exactly when it's time to walk away, exiting with dignity instead of gambling everything for one last shot at glory.
It depends on his body. I mean, that, you know, I wasn't being facetious before, but like, you never know the landscape of this, but more likely he's thought this is a good time to bow out, or got a few niggles. And
Johnny Nelson explains why Anthony Joshua's retirement feels both heartbreaking and completely understandable. Boxing gloves and belts suddenly seem insignificant compared to the tragedy he endured. Surviving an accident that killed two close friends forces anyone to reassess life. Fans may feel disappointed, but respect should outweigh everything else. Joshua's bravery and humanity shine brighter than any title he ever held. While others obsess over social media clout, Joshua proves that family and loved ones always come first. This isn't surrender, it's wisdom, grief, and the strength to step back before the damage becomes permanent.
That Nigeria, it's just sad. It just makes you realise how valuable life is, and how things can change in a heartbeat. So when we talk about fights and we talk about beefs and, you know, these things are just nothing when it comes to real life and losing a life. So it was a sad thing to hear. A sad thing to see. God knows how it'll affect those that saw it mentally, emotionally. But you've got to think about these two men who were somebody's child, someone's brother, and that's what you've got to think about, those people that have lost their lives.
Johnny Nelson places Joshua's retirement in the proper context. Boxing careers don't last forever, and Joshua experienced something that reshaped his worldview in ways training never could. The sadness fans feel is natural, but choosing to walk away now shows incredible character. While media speculation continues, Joshua focuses on healing and processing loss. This retirement is a deeply human and courageous decision, proving that true champions know when life must come before sport. His legacy is cemented not by another fight, but by the strength he shows in his darkest hour.
Boxing's a game. It's a short period in your life. It's a game.
Gareth Davies explains the heavy personal cost behind Anthony Joshua's retirement. Losing teammates and close friends shattered the emotional foundation that supported him inside and outside the ring. Fans may feel disappointed, but Joshua's decision shows maturity and self-awareness few people ever achieve. He isn't walking away impulsively, he's navigating deep grief while protecting his long-term well-being. His bravery goes beyond punches and titles. It lies in accepting human limits and choosing to honor those he lost instead of chasing fame or belts.
Anthony's, if he's got these guys with him as part of his team, they're close aides, close friends. He's going to have lost two very close friends, two members of his team who are part of his mental, psychological and spiritual scaffolding. He will have to recover from this in all those ways, as well as physically, to go